Hey everybody, GC13 here. Lots of cartoons have wrestling episodes, but most people watching them aren't also fans of wrestling. That's why I like going through wrestling episodes of cartoons and deciphering them for the uninitiated. Today, I've chosen a classic that needs no introduction. Tiger Millionaire, quite possibly my favorite episode of Steven Universe. It should be no surprise that Tiger Millionaire really knows its stuff when it comes to wrestling. How could it not? Matt Burnett and Ben Levin, the minds behind Craig of the Creek, and therefore ultimately responsible for the first wrestling episode I covered, Pencil Break Mania, were also writers for Steven Universe back when Tiger Millionaire came out. When it comes to cartoon wrestling, those guys are the gurus. Two tools from the wrestling toolbox used in Tiger Millionaire will be familiar to anyone who's watched my Pencil Break Mania video: the heel and the manager. Purple Puma is a heel. He's a monster heel. He walks out there and demolishes all of the good guys you love and came to the show to cheer for, and he makes it look easy.
And people like that?
Like it. They love it. Well, they hate it, but it's all part of the fun, you know?
Even though Beach City Underground Wrestling does things a little differently in the ring, they still understand how to work a crowd. For there to be heroes, there have to be villains. And while Purple Puma goes a bit longer before being bested than your typical top heel, people keep coming week after week so they can see his downfall. And oh, how differently they do things in the ring, by the way. It's important never to forget the #1 rule of wrestling. If the ref didn't see it, it didn't happen. Well, Beach City Underground doesn't have a referee. In fact, the owner gleefully announces in Tiger Millionaire's first match that there are no rules.
It may not seem fair, but hey, anything goes in wrestling.
It does?
Oh yes, it does!
That makes Tiger's job a lot easier when he decides to turn cheetah. You see, while he's technically in a tag team with Purple Puma, until the very end of the episode, he's just serving as Puma's manager. As a manager, though, Tiger Millionaire is pretty amazing. He has unique antics for each match, finding new ways to help his partner rather than repeating the same spot over and over. That level of creativity will serve you well just about anywhere in life, but it's doubly important when you're trying to entertain the same crowd every week. Every match being effectively no disqualification just makes his job all the easier. He only has to think of an entertaining way to cheat, rather than having to do that and come up with a new way to distract the referee. It just keeps things fresh. And like any good manager, Tiger cuts a great promo. While Captain Square was able to completely overpower Purple Puma at first, Tiger's words were able to rally the crowd to the heel's side. For just one night, Purple Puma was a good guy, as he and Tiger fought against someone the crowd hated even more. Accusations that the entire fight was worked are clearly false. Wrestling is very real, as Ronaldo can attest. It's nice seeing a ladder match to decide the winners of the tag team belts, but remember that the Jungle Duo versus the Good Looking Gang was the final match in a tournament. There were no defending tag team champions for some reason. Usually tournaments for vacant titles will still end in a normal match, with ladder matches reserved for lesser prizes. But if you want to do something different, a ladder match is always an option. And while you can't pin anyone in a ladder match, since the whole point is to climb a ladder to claim your prize, interestingly enough, I didn't see anyone try to pin their opponent anywhere in the episode, even in the regular matches. The bell just rings once it looks like Purple Puma's victim has had enough. I know Beach City Underground doesn't have referees, but sometimes it can be fun to have a less official pin anyway. Stepping back from the events of the episode to close this video off, there were a couple references the episode made that I wanted to mention. First off, look at Tiger Millionaire's costume. It's clearly meant to resemble that of minor wrestling legend Irwin R. Shyster, a heel from the IRS who wanted you to pay your taxes. I may love you, Irwin, but never. And the name of the Brothers Construction, the first tag team that the Jungle Duo defeats in their path to the gold, is probably an homage to the Brothers of Destruction, a tag team composed of two much more major wrestling legends, Kane and The Undertaker. I've loved watching Tiger Millionaire since well before I started watching wrestling, so I know it has a deep appeal. Still, I hope you have a bit more appreciation for the wrestling knowledge that went into making it. Passion runs deep. Are you glad that the Jungle Duo won the tag team titles? Or do you wish that the Good Looking Gang's title reign had started sooner? Let me know down in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more cartoon videos.